It's time!
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we're gonna be talking about video games. I'm here with Izaz. Assalamu alaikum Izaz.
Walaikum assalam.
So Izaz, what do you think about video games? Can you explain what video games are for anyone who doesn't?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know what video games are, there's probably very few of you. Video games are just any sorts of games which you can play on a device, gadget, TV screen, etc.
And what do you think? Do you think there's any positives about video games? A lot of people say that video games are bad for you, but what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the vast majority. I think there aren't many good things that come out of playing video games. To be honest, I can't really think on the top of my head anything that we benefit from playing games apart from some games, simulation games and building games, etc. You actually learn something. You might learn, I don't know, how to build a house or something. You could learn a thing or two. But in my personal opinion, the cons heavily outweigh the pros. Like you can get addictions, one of them.
I heard that if people play too many video games over 2 hours each day, then it could lead to some signs of depression, and that's quite shocking for me. I think it's video games can be quite dangerous if you don't have a limit on how much you play. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think video games can be very addictive. And another stat is, out of the whole world, 3.1 billion people play video games. Now that's kind of rough, but 3.1 billion people, that's around 40% of the world, play video games. And I think that's shocking.
Also, once I was in a mulakat with Hazur, and Hazur told me that. Well, I asked him that how much do you think we should be playing each day, and he told me that we should have 1 hour on screens maximum per day. And he said that before we have the 1 hour of screen time, then we should be doing activities outside, having exercise. We should be reading the Quran, maybe watch some MTA as well. I think that it's really important that people do all their stuff, or like the stuff that they need to do before they play video games, because if you play video games, then you might forget and not do your stuff that you should do.
Yeah, I don't think many people do that. I think people wake up and play the games and just go on until they realize at the end, oh yeah, didn't do this homework or something. Always you should get your video games aren't obviously generally a bad thing, as long as you limit yourself, don't get addicted, do your work before, and I think that's it. One last stat is very interesting. That the video games industry made a total revenue of 151.9 billion as of 2019. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Good. JazakAllah everyone for watching. That was our discussion today about video games. Thank you for watching.